everyone, welcome to the One and Only Hipster channel. This is my first video up on this channel. The first thing I'm going to be looking at is a record by Demdike Stare. Alright, so here's the record. Okay, so it's by Demdike Stare. I don't know if you can see that. And it's called Elemental. So what makes this record so amazing is that it actually has that whole insert. Gatefold is what it's called when a record can open like that. And then there's another one. You can see it right there. And then here's another one too. There's actually 4 records in here. So there's one like in each little sleeve. So there's one here, there's one on the first moving page, there's one on the second one, and there's one on the back page. And all of them are amazing. Every single one. And here you can see the back. So we've got the little track list there, in case you're interested. There's not very many songs, like there's 3 per record. There's 1 on one side and then 2 on the other. So in total it's only 12 songs. But the songs are a bit longer than, like they're not your average pop song. Probably around like 6 to 7 minutes. So an average pop song is like 2.5, 3. Maybe a little bit longer these days with all the electronic influence. But they're a bit longer. Demdike, aka Elizabeth Southern, was the ringleader of the Pendle Witches. Accused of 3 murders, she died in prison in 1622 before coming to trial. So that just gives you an idea. Demdike Stare is 2 guys, Sean Canty and Miles Whittaker. One of them has a huge part and like upbringing in techno and industrial music in the UK. So that's like his niche. And then we've got the other guy, who is more a record collector. He probably has thousands upon thousands of like old vintage records. So what you'll find with Demdike Stare's work is they combine those 2 things. There's like the techno influence, there's lots of like industrial noises, but most of the sounds themselves are coming from old vintage records that the other guy is like bringing to the table. So it's really good like mesh of the 2. So that's what I love about Demdike Stare, and just their music is excellent. Like there's not even a Wikipedia article about them. That's how unknown they are. But they're known enough that they have a big following. And this release, it only had 1,000 copies released total, and they're going for a lot of money at Discogs now. So yeah, the last 2 EPs, those 2 were sold separately. So about the artwork, so if you can see in the front, well, each EP is named after a flower. So the first one is a chrysanth, so that's that. The next one is called Violetta. This one, as you can easily see, that's a rose, so this one's called Rose. And then the last one is Iris. So there you go. So that's all 4. And then the records themselves, when they come out, they actually match exactly. Like the sleeve itself for each record. Here, they're hard to get out, but here you go. See? So totally matches. Pretty awesome stuff. And then the back matches as well to the inner sleeve. So, see? Pretty awesome stuff. You can tell a lot of work has been put into this, and it shows, it really does. Just like tiny details, like even like the illustrations and stuff. Like what I really love is just this artwork. It's like a mix of, this is like a photo, whereas this is like a sketch of hair. Someone like drew that. And then we've got like real life objects, another photo. But then like this bottom border, the shading, is actually just made up of dots. It's like a comic book or something. Like they use that effect. And then they also use it like on the back. Like this white figure is all white, but then this gray one is just dots. It's really interesting. And it just kind of shows how much thought was put into this entire series. The dots change shape and size, so they get way bigger right here. That's obviously like to indicate that it was on purpose, this dot formation. It wasn't just like manufacturing it, they had to do that. Look at that. Orange, bright orange. It's like Halloween orange. And then it also has like details You can see that my camera doesn't focus very well, but so it has like details like that. Pretty cool. And the design itself is pretty neat. And here's the design on the back. That's totally cool. But if you do, you are looking, sometimes they'll put like which side is the first side on this little part right here that doesn't actually play. There's no sound in this part. So they'll put like a little A, and what that means is that this is the front side, and then B is this side. But what I like about Demdike Stare is that outside of that, they put little messages sometimes. This is what it says: A plus B over A equals A over B equals what looks like a 6 or something. I'm not sure. That could be a mathematical term. And then it's not even equals. It's 3 lines. So who knows what they're going for. It could be some sort of mathematical influence, which they've been known to do. And then it says P-U-D-E-L. Puddle? Is that like a mathematician? Puddle, puddle, puddle. It says it 3 times in a row. There's a ton of empty space, like from here to here. That's all empty space. So the actual song only starts like here, if you can see that. Usually with records, they'll start at the outermost point, like near the very outer ridge, and then there'll be a lot of empty space in the center. That's the first record, going back in. Alright, and here's the second, if you don't remember what it looks like, and it's a violet. I also like that the entire thing is in black and white. It's really classy, and it matches their aesthetic too. Here's the record. Look at that. Isn't that? It looks more purple in the camera, but it's a little bit darker purple, like almost a blue in real life. So there's the front cover, and that's the back. Again, that scribbly thing. This one has like a weird insect on it. I don't know. Their artwork, I'm sure it has some sort of meaning. You never really know with these guys. That's why I like them. This record's an odd one. It says Keats Retreat. K-E-A-T-S and then an apostrophe, Retreat. So, and that's not a name of a song on this. There's no song they've ever released called that. On this record, the first song, as you can see, starts right at the very, very edge and then ends right there. This is a locked groove, which means that at that point, it doesn't go any farther into the record. So it just repeats this like 2-second sample over and over and over and over and over until the end of time, unless you turn it off, which is what you have to do. And then the action, and that's a secret song technically. And then also it says a little message right here. I don't know if you can read that, but it says Artista e matto. So it looks like it's Italian or something. And then the actual song starts right here. So you actually have to move the needle to right there to play it. Where the other 2 records match the sleeve exactly, the front and the back, this one, it only matches the front. I've got the record, and see, so it matches exactly. But the back doesn't match. So here's this, the actual record holder, and here's the gatefold. See, they don't match. So this one is more of like a red, dark, almost like wine, blood red. And of course they have like those little details in it, which are awesome. So beautiful. And then it has the scribble in the back too, just like the last 2. Here's the last one. So taking it out, matches exactly, but then the backs don't match. So here's the record. This one's a beautiful blue. You can't really see how bright it is, but it's almost see-through in the light. This one has the best message yet. It's almost like a 4-word poem. It says, burning bridges with abandon. Also, what I really like about these records is the color matches the flowers. The best thing about this record is you can't get these songs elsewhere. They're not available in MP3. There is a CD version of this whole compilation, which I also do have, but most of the tracks are alternate takes on this. And there's no secret tracks, like the secret track on record number 2. None of those things are on any other form but the vinyl. So I definitely recommend the vinyl. That's Demdike Stare. So yeah, check them out. Even though it's a huge investment, this is probably over $100 total. I mean, I don't think I bought it for that much, but now it is because all the copies are sold out. So you'd have to buy this on Discogs, but it is for sure worth it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'll keep making them if I get enough interest. I'll make a few more before I actually make that decision, but you know, it definitely helps if you like this video. Give me some comments. If you've got something you want me to review, definitely send it my way, put it in the comments, and it will happen. Thanks for watching. This is the One and Only Hipster channel. See you next time.